I mentioned earlier that it's the 5-year anniversary of our Reforest Montgomery program, and we have Kelsey Desmond, Mia Rothberg, and Reagan Ogburn here with us today to talk about the program and its 5 years and our progress that we've made. So I'll hand it over to them.
Great, thank you. Doing some shifting. Good morning, board, and thank you so much for having us this morning. For the record, my name is Kelsey Desmond. I'm the Forest Conservation Planner 3, and this week we are celebrating 5 years of the Reforest Montgomery brand. Reforest Montgomery is a suite of programs fully supported by the fee in lieu payments that make up the Forest Conservation Fund. We currently have 3 reforestation programs and 4 tree planting programs. And though Reforest Montgomery as a brand was launched in spring of 2020, some of the programs have existed in part as far back as 2008. Before we go deeper into the how we reforest Montgomery and our programs, we'll first ask the question, why is it important to grow and protect our tree canopy? Our forests and trees improve the livability and attractiveness of the county in environmental, social, and economic ways. Forests and even individual trees provide a range of benefits to the environment. They increase biodiversity by providing habitat for birds and other pollinators. For example, the Quercus genus, or oak trees, host 532 species of butterflies and moths in the mid-Atlantic region. Many of these species choose the white oak, Maryland state tree, as their host to live and for food. Our forests mitigate climate change by sequestering carbon dioxide. All told, the trees we have already planted through our programs, about 14,000 trees, will sequester 154 tons of carbon dioxide when they reach maturity. This amount of carbon emissions sequestered is equivalent to 36 gas-powered vehicles driven for 1 year, or about 12 million smartphones charged. And trees also effectively filter pollutants in both the air and our water, and they help to reduce flooding by managing water flow. A mature river birch, for example, can remove up to 1 pound of particulate matter from the atmosphere, which improves air quality and improves health outcomes. Further, our forests absorb thousands of gallons of stormwater every year, which can improve water quality. They also serve as erosion control, which protects our stream valley buffers. Individual trees we plant provide direct benefits to the people who live among them. They cool the surrounding areas through shading and evapotranspiration, which is the release of cool water from their leaves that turns into vapor. This helps to limit urban heat islands, reduce heat-related illnesses, and reduce home energy needs. They can also directly increase home and commercial property values through slowing car traffic and increasing pedestrian traffic. Finally, spending time among trees, especially in forests, has been shown to reduce stress and improve your mood. And of course, trees are beautiful. You only need to look at redbuds blooming near Wheaton headquarters to see this. So this brings me to the how we reforest Montgomery. There are 3 reforestation programs, and these really highlight also the ways that we engage our programs through trees and forests. Our first reforestation program is our parks program, and the photo on the right is a demonstration of this. This is Watts Branch between 2008 and 2020, and it was one of our first park reforestation programs. Next, in our easement reforestation program, we reforest older easements that were established but never required to plant, or naturally lost trees through natural pressures. Through these programs, we can bolster our community engagement by working directly with property owners and HOAs to enhance their easements. We also are excited to begin a partnership with MCPS to reforest easements on school properties. Finally, we have the Relief the Reserve program, which reforests land in the Ag Reserve through our partnership with Montgomery Countryside Alliance. We plant on areas of farmland that are not suitable for farming, but are environmentally sensitive areas. On all of our planting plans, we plant either 200 trees per acre at 1 to 1.5 inch caliper, or 100 trees at 1.5 to 2 inch caliper, and focus on increasing biodiversity in the forest. All the trees that we plant through Reforest Montgomery are native or near native and resilient to climate change in compliance with the tree's technical manual. Right now, we're in the midst of our spring planting program, which will add an additional 4.68 acres of planting. And by the planning board meeting next week, we will have planted an additional 294 trees and 41 shrubs. But these are not the only ways that we are protecting and planting forest in the county. Developers also plant on-site in forest conservation easements for forest mitigation, or they buy credits from existing and planted forest banks. The bank program further protects forests and plants trees and easements. And with that, I will turn it over to Mia Rothberg.
Thanks, Kelsey. I'm Mia Rothberg, Forest Conservation Planner 2. I'll talk about our 4 tree planting programs today. Our first and most popular program is our free shade tree program. Through this, we plant about 60 to 80 trees each fall and spring in priority funding areas of the county identified by the Maryland Department of Natural Resources. These cover most of the suburban and urban portions of the county that have the least tree canopy. As I mentioned, this program is quite popular, so each season we receive 100 to 200 applications and are only able to accept about 20 to 30. We select these applications through a lottery to ensure fairness and give preference to properties in our equity areas. And through this program, we assist property owners in selecting trees for their yard and coordinate contractors to plant them. You can see 2 of these trees at right here. They tend to be about 8 to 10 feet tall at planting, and we stake them and cage them in order to give them the best chance at survival. Our second program, and our newest, is a partnership with MCPS that we launched in fall 2023. Since then, we've planted 38 trees at 4 elementary schools in the Down County area, and we prioritize equity through this program as well, prioritizing Title I schools, schools that were recently Title I, schools in our equity areas, or those that are otherwise in need of trees. For example, we recently planted 6 or 7 trees at Sligo Creek Elementary School, which is right in the Purple Line construction area. So it's lost a lot of trees nearby due to that construction, and we are excited to be able to replace some of them. Our third program is a second partnership with Montgomery Parks. Through this, we transplant large caliper trees from Montgomery Parks Pope Farm to local parks, and these are trees that are roughly 4 to 7 inches in diameter and are too big for park staff to move with the equipment they have, so we found a contractor to move them with a specialized truck. These sites that we plant at are all selected by parks naturalists as a way to supplement the robust tree planting program they already have. And through this program, we're transplanting about 40 to 50 trees a year. Our final and most flexible program is our tree coupon program. Through this, any resident of the county can purchase as many trees as they want at any time for $50 off from one of 6 participating local nurseries. So this is a great way for people who were either unable to get trees through our free tree program, people who don't qualify through our free tree program, or people who want trees more quickly to get trees right when they want to at any time. And through this program, we've reimbursed over 4,000 coupons since 2020. So for each of our programs, Kelsey and I are continuously meeting with property owners and our partners who are receiving trees, making sure that we're putting the right tree in the right place and that the people are prepared to steward the trees to maturity. But in addition, we're always working to promote our programs and tree planting in general with other members of the community. In a couple weeks, our team and some of the environmental planners from across the department will be tabling at Greenfest in the plaza. We'll be bringing a model of watersheds to teach about the importance of them and also bring activities about tree canopy and other information on the work the department is doing to promote our programs. We're also proud to have recently installed a sign at Tacoma Park Elementary School, which received 12 of our free trees a couple years ago. This sign is about the benefits of trees and is targeted at 5 to 7-year-old students, and it's printed in English and Spanish, and it also has a QR code in the bottom left, the sign's at right that you can see. The QR code allows people to scan it and access the 6 other languages most commonly spoken by Montgomery County families, and our communications division did great work designing this and getting it translated for us. Each quarter, we also send an e-letter in English and Spanish about Reforest Montgomery, like upcoming application periods, program milestones, and a column on non-native invasive management. This e-letter currently reaches over 1,000 residents. Throughout the summer, we also send weekly email watering alerts with information on the best way to water trees and reminders to actually water them when it's especially hot or dry. These are a supplement to our tree care and tree selection resources webpage that has more information on the benefits of trees, proper tree planting and care, and different species of trees that do well in the county. These are all resources that anyone can take advantage of, regardless of whether or not they've participated in one of our programs. Finally, in order to help Reforest Montgomery reach new audiences, we're constantly working with our communications team during open application periods for our free shade trees to advertise on Nextdoor in areas with low tree canopy where we haven't previously received applications. We also recorded an interview in English and Spanish with a reporter from the radio station El Sol 107.9 a couple years ago promoting Reforest Montgomery as well as the general benefits of trees that they air for us each year during our open application periods. Now I'll pass it off to Reagan. Reagan is an intern who's been working with us since November, and she's currently a planning student at GW. Most of her work is focused on behind-the-scenes GIS work for us, but I'll let her talk a little bit about our mapping.
Hello, like Mia said, my name is Reagan Ogburn, Forest Conservation Intern 2. So this is a map of our Reforest Montgomery programs and forest banks. The forest banks, which are protected lands, are the orange polygons, and then our reforestation programs are shown as the yellow, green, and red polygons. Our tree planting programs are the pink circles and purple diamonds. We decided to leave our tree coupon program off of this map because with over 4,000 points, it covers most of the entire county and makes it harder to see the other programs. But you can see in this map that most of our reforestation projects are occurring in the rural parts of the county, and we use our tree planting programs to fill in the gaps in the more urban areas. This is a version of there is a version of this map on our website where we have aggregated the free shade trees to protect the privacy of residents, and it is a great way for people to be able to see our work. And overall, we are very proud to be planting trees throughout the whole county.